Good morning, welcome to Chill Motor. Today we are all packed up and we are heading to the Oregon coast. We're going to the Winchester Bay Dunes, going to do some riding, see how long our machines last before they break, and hopefully make some memories and have a great time. We have got the Chill Motor family, mobile, cottage, packed up, ready to go. And we are way too full, way too much crap. Maybe I need a bigger trailer. Nah, we'll continue to make this work. Anyways, we're excited. Let's get going.
The idea for this trip began a year ago. The family and I were traveling up the Pacific Coast Highway through Oregon last summer and agreed that we would be back, this time with our machines. All loaded up, we began the journey from northern Utah to Winchester Bay, Oregon. Our route took us north on Interstate 84 to Ontario, Oregon, and then US 20 to US 97, followed by Oregon 58 to Interstate 5, and finally Oregon 38 to the coast. On day 1, we passed Boise and Ontario, stopping for the night in Burns. On day 2, took us through Bend, Lapine, Oak Ridge, and Eugene. Our destination, our goal, was to go play in the sand. However, the long drive became its own adventure, full of beautiful scenery, winding roads, and small, interesting towns. The further we traveled, the more I longed to be on my Harley. I suppose, perhaps, returning to these roads on 2 wheels would make for another epic adventure, another time.
Noisy out on the highway, but boy, have we got something to show. We got Diamond Peak behind us, Lake. Anyways, I think there's even a path to walk down. Should we walk down to the shore?
Sure.
All right, let's walk down to the shore. Yeah, the point of this trip was the sand dunes, but saw this and we thought, what a perfect place to stop and make some lunch, stretch our legs. We're day 2 of driving. Danger, don't walk over there. Poison oak.
Danger, danger, don't walk over there. Poison oak.
Okay, this is Odell Lake. Okay, not Crescent Lake, it's Odell Lake. We got apparently some fishing in here.
Oh. Salmon.
2 days of driving, a little more than 800 miles later, we arrived at our campsite, the Half Moon Bay Campground.
Windy, we're at the beach, but we made it to Winchester Bay. Got our first taste of the dunes. Super fun. It's been a long time since I've ridden on sand. Apparently I'm not very good at it, but we're here. This is night one. And the ocean. And I don't know if you can see out there, Mama's already barefoot on the sand because that's what we do.
What's up?
I'm right in the ocean. How you doing?
I'm so good.
Is this a happy place? We doing good?
Yes.
All right, you ready for a good weekend?
After spending a late afternoon at the beach, we hopped on our machines to head back to camp. It was here I learned a valuable lesson about attaching action cameras to four-wheelers. This camera is our first and only 360 camera, and it spent the rest of the trip out of action. The rest of our footage is from our regular GoPro.
Well, that sucks. Camera's broken. What'd I get? Let's get this paddle tire on
The first morning, we suited up and headed out to the dunes. You can access the dunes right from the campground, which was super nice. The family hasn't spent much time riding the dunes before. Earlier this year, we played a little bit at the Knolls Recreation Area in Utah's West Desert and a little more down in Sand Hollow, Utah, but nothing to this scale. The last time I rode in the dunes like this, it was 2007. We took it easy, slowly got used to our machines, and enjoyed the scenery. Where did that We got some high marking done on Mama's four-wheeler. The boys found an area to play. Then we'll go explore on the bike for a minute.
Oh man. Whoo! Let's get this in frame. I've seen YouTube videos, and I'm gonna put this on YouTube. But I can tell you, this is awesome. The videos do not do this place justice. Winchester Bay Dunes, here we are. Yes, I'm laughing like a little kid. I love it. All right. Woo!
My wife has never ridden in sand like this, but we built this four-wheeler for her, and it was super fun watching her learn the ropes and all around have such a good time.
We finished a day of riding. We got one kid cold, gonna go back in the truck. How's everybody doing? We got a thumbs up from the other kid.
You're good.
Both boys struggled with riding two wheels on the sand, but I'm proud of them for putting in the effort. Their favorite part of the day, however, was when I took them both for rides on Mama's Honda.
Pretty cool? Get that flag in there. Should we get the coast? Should we get you with the ocean?
What?
Should we get a picture of you with the ocean?
was a little intense, and after a couple hours of play, the boys both wanted to retreat to camp. Now was my time to play. I was both excited and nervous. Firstly, looking around. Where are all the people? This is Sunday, the 1st of June, and I practically had this place to myself, which was great, except that I was riding by myself, and the thought of having a breakdown, or even worse, a bad crash, kept entering my mind. Needless to say, none of the riding you're seeing here is going to lead to companies lining up at the door to sponsor me. But regardless, it was a blast, and it was unreal to have such an amazing place practically to myself. My last ride of the trip. Again, alone and taking it easy. I'll admit that I'm probably overly cautious, but I'm in my 40s, and let's be honest, most guys my age are either in a side-by-side surrounded by a cage or out playing golf. So there's that. First rear I've seen out here this trip. All right. For whatever reason I brake. I am the furthest from the road I've been all day. Final thoughts. This place is amazing. A little bit of a hike to get here, but worth it. And I think we'll be back. The campground was nice. The dunes were amazing. And aside from some rowdy neighbors the first night, this place was incredibly quiet. Next up for us, once we get home and get all of our machines fixed up at St. Anthony, Idaho. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. See ya!